Schools to universities across the world by EDU TV with 1 million plus eyes.
Connecting schools, universities, industries, and corporate houses.
Good morning to one and all present here. My name is Dwarka and I am from Maxfort School, Dwarka. I hold the position of Cultural Secretary in our school. And thank you very much, Pranav sir, and EduTV and 1 million eyes, which helped us to get to the same platform with Dr. Ganesh Kakadinkar. Professor Dr. Ganesh Kakadinkar is a professor in School of Mechanical Engineering and Associate Dean, External Relations. Dr. Vishwanath Karad, MIT World Peace University, Pune. He is also working as an adjunct facility with Birla Institute of Technology, Pelani, for WILP program. Born and brought up in middle-class family at Nanded, Maharashtra, with father being textile engineer and mother housewife, has excellent academic career. He graduated from TPCT's College of Engineering, Osmanabad in 1999 with production engineering specialization. He completed his master's in mechanical CAD, CAM, CAE and doctoral degree in mechanical engineering from Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji Institute of Engineering and Technology, Nanded. With 20 plus years of professional experience teaching and passion for him, he also completed MBA in finance. He has proven record of research publications and citations. We are very honored to being shared the same platform with you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
May I ask you a question if you don't mind?
Yeah, we can start discussion.
How has your 20 plus years of experience shaped your approach towards teaching? Shall I repeat it?
Teaching is a different career because we deal with human resources. In India, we call as development of human resources. So I work with children's, when they came to engineering basically, when they are already of 18th, somewhere 17th, 18th years old. And they are at very important junction of their lives when they have selected a profession which will go across their entire life. And we should be very happy at the end of our life. We should be very fulfilled at the end of the life, rather becoming successful. Okay. So you can be successful, but you cannot be fulfilled. But if you are fulfilled, you can be successful because these definitions are very individual. So we will have to understand in our life that we always think of being fulfilled, and we will have to see that what is basically why we are called as individuals. The word individual means by birth we are different from each other. Even colleagues, sisters, brothers, we all are different. We like different things. We react and respond differently. So the basic principle when you are a teacher is to understand that the students or children comes to you, what is his individual characteristics, and groom him with respect to that, isn't it? So Sachin Tendulkar was groomed by his teacher because he identified that he can play the cricket best. So any other profession, if he could have chosen, it would have been wastage of time. So when people come to us, student comes to us, we'll try to judge them with our experience. And I try to shape them in identifying whether engineering is good for them or not, whether they are made for engineering or not, because it is all about challenges. It is all about change management. It is all about learning new things, and it is all about now unlearning many of the things which you have learned earlier. So things have changed, time has changed, and a lot of challenges have gone through. So first we identify whether your personality is appropriate for taking an engineering career, and based on your interests, we also guide the students, what profession in engineering is to choose, like whether you want to go for computers, mechanical, chemical, civil, because every branch of specialization needs certain basic characteristics in individual. And also now in today's world, interdisciplinary approach is more important, wherein you need to be master of multiple disciplines. Though you come from one discipline, but you need to learn and master multiple disciplines. So as a teacher, I enjoy working with these children scientists because if you heard about the theory for survival for the fittest, which was proposed by Darwin, evolution theory, it says that the coming generations are more intelligent. So the generation to whom I teach now are more intelligent than me, and you people are more intelligent than all of us. So I enjoy working with this intelligent generation, My job is to properly guide them, okay, orient them, and give the exposure what is available in the entire world in engineering. And it is up to you what you would like to grab, what extent you would like to grab, and how you want to make a career. But at the same time, as an engineer with India, Indian philosophy, Indian systems, a rich Indian culture, we also make the students, to work as good human beings. Because at the end of the day, if you are an engineer and you take a decision, and if you could not identify the decision is good or bad, okay, your entire engineering fails. So prior becoming an engineer, you must be a good, kind, human being, which our culture, our grandmothers have taught us, grandfathers have taught us, what is good, what is bad since our childhood. So as a teacher, I groom in both the aspects to make the students as a good human beings and then good engineers.
Thank you, sir. That answers more than it was like in my mind. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, I absolutely agree with the fact that you have to learn how to unlearn to actually learn something else in life, right? It's mentioned that you come from a middle class family, so you know how much most students struggle to balance out, how it studies and then figuring out what you want to do after college. And you have so much experience, so many years of experience in placements. So what is something you would like to tell students to do to mentally prepare themselves before they come to you for a counseling and for the placements for the college?
See, the first thing is that we should not compete with anybody others, because as I said, we are individuals. Our capabilities are different. The way we learn is different. Someone gets in one go. Someone need to go for 2-3 times, to learn something. It's very natural. So the first thing what I tell students is that do not compete with anyone. Decide your own targets, okay, and work on that targets very hard to achieve that. Now, what companies see in this scenario is most of your attitude rather than your knowledge. Because to be frank, when I interview you for 10-15 minutes for a curriculum of 4 years of engineering, which consists of more than 40 subjects, a lot of labs, assignments, it's hardly impossible for anybody to judge the intellectual level of any candidate within that 15 to 20 minutes what the interviewers get, to assess the candidates. But see, now this is the world. This is a digital world. So if I don't recall something which I learned in the classroom, I can go to Google and find out a formula. Very simple. I can go to lab, see the equipment, find out formula. I can refer a book. So it is not about recalling now. The things have changed now. It is not about recalling now. It is all about attitude. So interviewers will see that if you don't know something right now at this moment, or if you don't recall, are you ready to learn it? What is your attitude? Are you responding towards the challenges that you are getting, or are you reacting? There is a basic difference. So they say that, do you have a resistance to learn new things? Do you have a resistance to change from one platform to another platform? Do you have a resistance to work with different peoples? Can you work with different peoples? Because in today's scenario, it is very important to work with peoples collaboratively than you work individually. Okay. So this is a world of collaborations and networking. So wherever you go, you are working with teams. And obviously, if you are an engineer, you are a leader. You will have to lead them. So you will have to also have some leadership qualities, which eventually you will learn through course of actions. But what interviewers will see in you is that what is your attitude rather than your knowledge. So knowledge contributes for 20% to the selection, because they could hardly ask you some basic questions. But 80% they will observe your body language, your leadership skills, the way you talk, the way you express, way you put in your own opinions, how much confirm you are about your own statements. Take a just example, if you go to somebody's home and somebody asks you, would you like to have a coffee or tea? And if you cannot decide what you want, isn't it? It's not a good sign. You should confirmly say, I need a coffee, isn't it? So you are predetermined. So similarly for placements, the interviewers will see that with what attitude you have come to an interview. What are your choices? What you would like to do in life? Why you are choosing their own company? What you have studied about their own company? Isn't it? What you know? And why you are working with them? What are your criteria to select a company? What are your choices? So, in short, knowledge matters less in today's interviews and attitude matters, because if you have attitude, you can gain the knowledge at any point and work for challenges.
Those were some amazing points. And if I were to, go to college, this is something I'll definitely look for. I need to work on my attitude and how I look towards challenges rather than a solution for them. It's a very important thing that most of the students overlook.
EDU TV with 1 million eyeballs across the globe.
Connecting schools, universities, industries, and corporate houses.